I'm live. So far, so good. Awesome. Sweet. Woo! What is up, everybody? So I am live streaming something very cool for you guys today. I will be doing a live DJ set on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube tonight. But I won't be using this Denon Prime 4 just yet. Let me check one thing really quick because my live streams have been a little janky. Everything looks great. Awesome. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Denon Prime 4. So for those of you guys who like to mix, you're interested in mixing, maybe you're interested in picking up a controller like this to begin mixing. This is like literally the best perfect controller to learn how to mix and then continue to use it almost as a professional DJ. I wouldn't call myself a professional DJ whatsoever, but I would say I'm pretty up there. I'm pretty confident with my DJ skills, and this Prime 4 unit has done an amazing job with educating me on how to become a DJ, using different techniques, transitions, effects, and I'm going to go through all that when I unbox my Denon Prime 4 unit. So I'm going to do this right before my live stream. I have a live stream at 7 o'clock tonight, Mountain Standard Time, that I will be, like I said, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So I have to remove all this stuff right off the bat so you guys can see the whole unboxing process. This is a start to finish unboxing of what you will be getting in a Denon Prime 4 unit that is shipped to your house. So I'm just going to move this off the table. The only downside to this Prime 4 and then the case that I have is it's extremely heavy. Okay, I got that off to the side. And man, this table has seen a lot of usage, but yeah, that Prime 4 is absolutely heavy. That's the only thing I don't like. And I wish there was a company out there that would make carbon fiber cases for the Denon units. That would be amazing. I would pick one of those up in a heartbeat. But if you guys can see right back there, I got my Denon Prime 4 that I'm going to be unboxing. So let's go ahead and grab that. This thing is not too terribly heavy. As I was saying earlier, it's heavy with the case. And this box is just like completely awkward. But it's not too terribly awkward. All right, here we go. So, let me turn this maybe this way. So before I get into unboxing this, a lot of people have asked me why I decided to go with Denon over Pioneer. And honestly, I was really influenced by Laidback Luke to use Denon products. I watched him on, I think it was the SC6000, and he just killed it. I loved the way it looked. I loved the way you were able to use different techniques with effects and having them readily available compared to CDJs that Pioneer had. There's a lot more touchpads, whether it be hotkeys and loops and rolls and things of that nature. So that's why I went with Denon, and I absolutely love Denon. I had another question: how many Prime 4s have I gone through? And I've gone through a few, to be honest, but I want to make something really clear right now. I've gone through a lot of Prime 4s, but I cannot say nothing but amazing reviews in regards to Denon and how they take care of their customers. I should probably cut this open before I continue so I can be a little more quiet with the unboxing. But Denon really does make sure that they offer top-notch service and replacements of warranty issue products. My Prime 4 has been under warranty, and every time I've had an issue with it, I've showed them the issue, I've been able to demonstrate it, and 10 times out of 10, they always replace and warranty the product out with a brand new Prime 4. I can't think of a company that has offered better service and better quality every time that they've sent out a warranty issue product. So let's just get into the unboxing of this, and it's one of my favorite things so far. Every time I do this, it just brings like a smile to my face. Okay, so we have the box, and then we got this big guy that literally just sits right here. This is gonna be extremely difficult to take out. If you guys do get a Prime 4, I suggest unboxing it as carefully as possible, because if you do run into issues with the Prime 4, you are still able to utilize the packaging, send it back, and get it warrantied out. And like I said, with the packaging, keeping it nice and neat, that's going to ensure when you do send the product back that nothing is going to get damaged in shipping. And I've done this so many times already that I actually leave the whole box in the shipping box itself to prevent anything getting out of place. I don't know, that's just what I do. So this is cool. This is on top of every single Denon Prime flower. It's like just like a poster. At first when I originally got this, I thought it was a sticker, but it's cool. It just labels Denon Prime series. I really want to pick up the SE5000. Man, that thing is super sexy. And I think it's the 6000 that they have a motorized version now, which I don't know if I'm interested in that, but it'd be really cool to play around with. I'm just going to put this off to the side, and then after I take everything out, I'm going to throw it back in. Okay. This is the scary part. So I want to kind of turn everything so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You have a lot of foam and padding in the box itself. There's not a lot in here. Like, you have the cable. I actually purchased a larger cable. This one is about 4 or 5 feet or so. So I don't use this, and every time I have a warranty, I just send it back because I have my own. You want to keep these in really, really good shape, because if you do need to send it back, it pops right in. Okay, this is the sketchy part. You'll notice you have 2 styrofoam pieces right here, and I think my camera's kind of getting them. Looks like you guys can see. I just want to make sure. Don't lift the Prime 4 with the styrofoam. Prevent it from breaking. When you want to lift this Prime 4 deck out of the box, you got to be careful, because the touch screen is literally sitting right here, and you don't want to mess that up. I'm going to turn it. Oh my god. I'm going to turn it like this so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But this is the screen right here. Don't grab this part of the deck, because you'll jack it up, okay? Grab right here on the sides and then on the bottom to lift it out of the case. All right, let's see if I can do this. Awesome. Scary part for me. Box is this little package that I'm going to go over with you guys. Oh, wait, 2 seconds. I need to put all my styrofoam container pieces back in. And I keep these in the box the way that it came out, just so I know how to put the unit back in if I need to send it back. Okay, this goes right on top, just like that. I'm just gonna throw this off to the side. Now I want to go over what's in this packaging, not what's in the box. Hashtag Joyride. I was actually listening to that. Still one of my favorite tracks. If you guys don't know where he got that audio clip from of what's in the box, that was Brad Pitt. And I can't think of the movie, what it's from. It's like Seven, I think it is, where there's like a hand or a head in a box, and he's like, what's in the fucking box? And Joyride took that out, so pretty awesome. A little neat little fact for you guys. So in this packaging right here, again, I try to be kind of clean with it, because I like to keep everything nice and neat. You have a few things, and Denon has started to put a little bit more in this packaging from when they originally launched the Prime 4, and it's super awesome. So, okay, you get this little Denon DJ All Access Pass. There's a code on here. I haven't used this, but it comes with a really awesome Denon DJ lanyard, which I really like. I don't use them, but I think it's cool. It's a neat, like, little thank you for buying a product and support and whatnot. Sorry, I had to spit. I had to spit out my gum because it was like driving me crazy. So you have this, I can't think of the USB style, but it's a USB cable, and I believe it's for lighting, using the lighting effect with the software. I can't think of the software off the top of my head because I've never used it before. But you get that cable along with the packaging. This is one of my favorite things, and I think I have an old hard case. Oh, dang it. I don't. Every time I send my units, I always include the case, and I put, let me actually just show you what this is. It's a hard, you know what, 2 seconds. I have mine right now for the unit that I am using. It's a hard cover for the screen. I wouldn't say it's a case, but it almost is like a case. It has this like really awesome felt material in it. Every time I warranty my product and I send it back, I always put this on the screen just to protect it in its shipping process. But it's really cool. And Denon added this little detail. They actually colored this in white, and it used to be black, and I believe it was engraved before, but I like the white better. It kind of pops and stands out. So one of my favorite little things. Okay, so the small details is what counts for me. Is Denon also sends you this little microfiber to clean the screen, which I think is pretty cool. Nice little thought and detail there. And then you get little swaggy stuff like stickers to just like plaster everywhere. I've never used these, but I think again it's like, hey, thank you for picking up our product. Here's some stickers, and then you get a bunch of like material to go through and read through. You get extra screws because in the Prime 4 unit, on the underneath the case on the bottom, you're able to unscrew this little panel, and then you can throw an SSD drive in the Prime 4. And I actually might try that very soon because I've realized using a USB, there's some lag when loading tracks, and I mix extremely fast. And I want to get rid of that lag. There's times where my USB, and I have a really good USB, I think it's like 120 megabytes per second, and sometimes it loads fast. If there's a really interesting song or file that I'm playing at that moment, that is what creates the lag time. It's nothing with the unit itself. So I might try the SSD to see how well that works. It's kind of like Xbox, where you can connect and download your games to the SSD drive, and it just runs better. So you get all this promotional material in here as well. And then you get this, it's like an instruction guide almost. It tells you how to hook stuff up, the details, what the buttons are, things like that. I honestly highly recommend just reading through this. That way you can familiarize yourself with the knobs, the buttons, because there is a lot going on. When I first started DJing, I used the Newmark Mixtrack Platinum. And that thing was so simple. It was like a Honda Civic But then I went to the MCX 8000 that Denon had, and it was like, oh, okay, like, this is a Cessna, I'm actually flying now. But then when I went to the Prime 4, F-16 for sure, like, holy shit, this thing moves ass. And it took about a week for me to learn everything and all the operations, so enough of the lame, awesome material that I'm going through right now. I want to get into the fun part, the whole reason why I'm doing this live stream. And that is because I am unboxing a Denon Prime 4 unit for tonight's live stream at 7 p.m. I have put together an amazing set. A lot of people ask me if I am a pre-recorded DJ. Hell no. What I do though is I like to set up my sets ahead of time and plan my sets out. Ugh. That way, when I am playing my sets, and they sound super, super good. I know what tracks are coming up, yada, yada, yada. Can I mix on the fly? Absolutely, but I don't prefer it. Okay, so this is the moment of truth, what some of you guys are really looking forward to with the Prime 4 and how it comes from the unboxing state. And this is, again, one of my favorite parts. It brings a smile to my face every time. This little foam piece of paper I keep intact because when I send my unit back, if it's being warrantied out, I like to wrap it back in there. I like to return the product almost how I received it. Oh my god, I even love this smell. When you have like that, ooh, that is brand new, that smell. Ooh. I'm like a psychopath right now. Okay. Alright, here is the Denon Prime 4 unit. Holy crap. This thing is super, every time I do this, it's just like, it's super sexy. It's like getting into a brand new car. That's almost what I can relate the smell to. What you'll notice is some of the fader knobs have been played around with. The sweep effect knob was messed with, and there's a reason for that. With my warranties, I was having some issues with the warranties that I was being sent, and one of my homies at Denon, he was able to pick this unit up, test it out, and try it before he sent it to me and make sure that it was completely operational. So guys, that is what I want to tell you. That's the level of service that they're offering. I've had issues with Prime 4, and they were like, nope, before you get this, let me test it. I want to make sure that the product you're getting is absolutely perfect. So to me, that's a whole other level of service right there. So Denon, you are killing it with the service. So thank you guys for checking this out before sending it to me, but I absolutely love this. Let me remove this foam sheet off the table. Oh baby, heck yeah. And then all I do with this, guys, I just kind of like fold it up like a sheet. Get in there, Linda. Jesus. Just like that, and I throw it back in the box. Okay, what I do want to do next is I'm going to actually take that Prime 4 and move it elsewhere so I can put the top part of my case back onto the table so it elevates this, because that's how I like to mix. If I'm mixing like this, look at my back hurts. I used to be a chef, so I was always like this, leaning over and like doing garnishes and stuff. So I do want to test a few things out. And let me bring my other deck over here so I can show you guys something. Stay. Okay, seriously, do not judge this deck. It is brand new, but my house is dusty all the time. It's an extremely dusty controller right now. I need to get a Swiffer on it. But you'll notice something. This screen looks scratched right here, and it's scratched for a reason. There's this little plastic film. You know when you get like a brand new iPhone, you have to peel the film off of it? That's actually on the Prime 4 as well, and on the platters. I don't peel these off because, for me, I want to take care of this as much as possible. Hashtag besides the dust. I knew I was getting this warrantied out. Sorry, Denon, so I really didn't put a lot of detail of keeping it covered and preventing dust on it. But I'll clean it up before I send it back. With these little plastic covers, it doesn't affect the pressure, how the platters are read with your hand and touch sensitivity, and it doesn't affect the touch sensitivity with the screen. I leave it on there just as an extra layer of protection because I'd rather this get scratched than the actual screen get scratched. So anyways, you'll have little like film layers right here. It looks a little dull right there, but I'm telling you, I peeled these off before, and it's just, to me, it's scary peeling these off. So there's quite a bit of plastic pieces that you can take off of this, but I don't. So I'm noticing the reason why I was getting this warrantied out, that there is some issues with the EQ for some of these decks right here. You notice like this is really loose, and this has a little bit more tension. We kind of figured that this was the culprit of some of the issues I was experiencing with this deck. There was a lot of cracking going on within my mixes and things of that nature. So I just want to show you something. Like I'll take my finger and I'm putting some pressure, and you can see these knobs right here aren't really moving. But watch this knob right here. Okay, kind of moved. It was like right away. So I'm going to do that test on this guy as well. Let me see. Yeah, much better. The tension on this one is definitely firmer, if that's a good analogy right there. But I like this guy. I like the way it feels. When I was mixing on this deck, so this is like a selector knob where you can choose songs and whatnot, go through menus and whatnot. When I was doing this, sometimes my hand would accidentally hit this EQ level knob right here, and it just like, whoa, or like really like just turn down. So I didn't like how loose this was. I do want to test the tension of the platter. See, that one spins really nice, and this one is a little bit tighter. I personally like my platters to have not a lot of tension. So I'm not too much of a fan of how snug this platter is. Yeah, you can see a difference there, ready? Yeah, this one's definitely a lot tighter than this one. And I know Denon's working on refining how this Prime 4 unit is manufactured. So I kind of pick and choose battles. Would I rather this be a little tight, so if I were to nudge the platter while I'm mixing, it's not going to get offbeat too terribly much? Yeah, sure. I like looser platters because I like to do scratching effects and things of that nature. There's one scratching technique that I love to do that I utilize the sweep with an echo effect with a platter like backspin, and it sounds amazing. It's hard to do that with a very like super tight platter, so I don't know, I'm gonna just have to get over that one and not use that technique anymore. So anyways, pretty cool. I do wanna, these are about the same. Yeah, tensions are about the same on the faders. Let's test the DPMers. Yeah, those feel really good. And then I want to test the sweep effect knobs. These always usually feel pretty good. I've never had issues with the sweep effects whatsoever. I don't really use the booths at all. I've never really hooked up to the booth, or any booth for that matter, but I do like to just feel the tension with them, make sure that they're good, and these absolutely feel like really good. I like that. So here's how we were able to figure out that this EQ right here was extremely loose and had some issues. You'll see the EQ for the mic right here, and it's definitely, this one is almost the same as this guy. But if I go over here, like look at this, ooh, super loosey-goosey. not so loosey-goosey. So what I want to address right now, guys, is I've had, actually, someone mentioned this in one of my other live streams when I was doing an unboxing of another Prime 4, is why do I keep using Denon if I keep going through these Prime 4s so often and getting them warrantied out? One, I love this controller, and I've mastered this controller, and I'm always learning new techniques, either by choice or by accident. By screwing up or like intentionally trying to do something, like trying to screw up. And this unit is like, it's so perfect for my mixing style. I love this screen. There's so many neat little features about this. I don't want to carry a laptop with me. I can plug in a USB, I can use an SSD. The thing I say is I really don't care about how many times I've warranted this Denon product out, because at the end of the day, this is like a first gen of the Prime 4. There's going to be a new gen. This is something that is always going to have issues. This is their first like generation of this product with the touchscreen, and I'm okay with that. They're going through learning processes and curves right now, and that's going to ultimately continue to develop Denon. And I've actually done a comparison with the Prime 4 with a Pioneer, I can't remember the name right now, but it's the Pioneer with the display just like this. And my buddy, Daniel LaChance, who has it, he even said Prime 4 for hands down. He loves Pioneer, but he felt like the Prime 4 was a much better product. But he had some things he liked with his Pioneer compared to my Denon and vice versa, but at the end of the day, the Prime 4 came away with the win. For instance, I don't like how loose these fader knobs are, and they're not loose right now, but compared to like the Pioneer decks, their faders are a lot firmer. There's some rhythm guys, and this was actually one of my YouTube vlogs where we review the Prime 4 and the Pioneer decks. We mentioned that some of those rhythm guys out there, they would snap this off, and actually some of these faders have broken on me, and I'm not a rhythm snappy type of fader guy at all. I'm pretty gentle with this, so again, it's a Gen 1 type of product right now. There's going to be issues, there's going to be flaws, and like I said, I'm okay with that. I'm going to move this guy out of the way so we can plug this in and you guys can see the process to turn it on. And what's great about this deck is it's pretty much plug and play. It is ready to go right now. Man, I look like a piece of jerk. Well, a piece of shit right now, because even my case is absolutely dusty. I haven't DJ'd anything in like almost a month. I usually do sets every Friday, and last week I had severe food poisoning, so I wasn't able to play. And every time, like before I do a live set, I always like dust it off and clean it up for the live set, because you're seeing my hands, you're seeing my decks. That sounded naughty. So I want it to look good and presentable, but man, this looks like super sexy. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna turn things this way so you guys can see. Dead on. There we go. As if you're playing. So like I said, I'm not gonna remove this film right here. And this is so funny. I hate how there's air bubbles right here already. It drives me crazy. That's me being OCD though. There's a little kickstand behind the screen, which you guys can't see, but it keeps the screen propped up. Yeah. Alright, so our cable cord, plug this guy in, and I love this. Watch what happens. It's like an onboarding type of process when you turn it. I don't even know what to call it, but it has this like systems check type of lighting setup. Oh yeah, wait for it. It's gonna do it. Oh, there we go. It like shifts over and it's like checking everything. I don't know if it checks anything, but that's what I like to think. I believe this is out of date. I think it's 1.56 for the software. Ah, yes, I was right, the firmware. So I do have to update this. I don't know if I'm going to update it tonight. I really don't do much with the updates that Denon releases for these, so I'm not too terribly concerned about the update. I'll just hit remind me later. Where is it? So this is my USB stick. It's a scan disk, 64 gig and 120 megabytes per second. I always use this and I have backups. I've learned this from laid back Luke. If you guys are a USB stick kind of DJ, have multiples. And I did this. Take this idea from me. I went and ordered the military like dog tag chain, and I got like a whole spool of it. And when I leave, I always have this with me, and then I have one in my pocket, and then like one in a bag, or someone who's coming with me, they always carry it. Surprisingly, I've lost these, and having backups has saved kind of, not my life, but has, you know, prevented me from not being able to play. So anyways, I always keep my USBs on a chain. And I think you guys, can you see? Yeah, there's plenty of good lighting to you. It looks dark in here, but it looks great on the screen. So I'm gonna plug this in. You can see no media source is available, and you have multiple options to upload media. As I mentioned, you have the SSD on the bottom, you have an SD card and 2 USBs, but then you have a USB port on the back as well. So Denon really kind of overdid it with how many things you can plug into for media sources, but great, they focus on those details. So as you can see, it loaded up. Do I want to load no name USB? Yes, I do. It's kind of hard to see, but I want you guys to kind of check it out as well. It's hard to see from upside down. So right here you have kind of like a general library. I base my playlist off of playlists. How I do my sets are purely playlists. And as you can see, I have a shit ton of playlists set up already. And tonight I'm just going to pick one of these playlists that I'll be playing at 7 o'clock tonight on Twitch to play. There's ability to go through, prepared crates, you have folders. And I love this option. I'm actually starting to use this quite a bit. And it's a search option. So let's search my music. SKEDDY. Where's the K upside down? Oh my god, this is like really hard to see upside down. Okay, SKEDDY. So it's just like an iPhone or any smartphone, you type in, or any search engine for that matter, you type in what you're looking for and it loads everything up. It gives you the key, gives you the BPM and how long the track is, and then you can also rate the track too. I don't rate the track whatsoever, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's say I want to play this track. I hit view, I load it on the deck by hitting the load button. The other thing that you can do too is, okay, let's say I want to play Miss You, which is such an amazing track. Oh, I love it. I don't want to get into the story behind it or who the person is in the album cover. I'll talk about that some other time. She's super awesome, but there's so much coincidences between her utilizing that picture and then like the song that I made is totally crazy. The other thing that I love about the Prime 4 is, as you can see, it's touchscreen. So if you don't want to use the knob right here or the buttons, you just swipe across and you can hit load left, or if you swipe enough, it goes completely over there, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna grab my RCA cables. I think they will be long enough. I'm kind of already set up for the live stream tonight. I'm gonna plug them in so we can start testing the audio on this guy. And I got music playing in the background right now, so I'm gonna turn that down. There we go. So let's start testing the deck out. You hit play. Okay, what am I missing over here? My master is down. Usually if I don't hear anything, I don't freak out because I like to just double check that everything is working. Sweet. Okay, so that's up. Cool. And my volume is low on my amplifier as well, so I'm not too terribly concerned about the volume. I do want to check that the BPM fader knob is working. Cool. Sounds good. And one other thing too that is amazing that I love that Denon has incorporated is just like a smartphone, you can expand and contract the BPM wave formats, right? Not the BPM, but the wave formats of the song. I like to check the loop, and I want to make sure that my quantize is on, so it almost locks down. Yep, right on the marker. And really quick, you can hear it's kind of cracking in the back. That is not the unit itself. I forgot that I have. Let me just unplug it so I can show you guys. I have my live stream equipment set up through a Behringer U control unit for live streaming, so that's why it's giving some weird feedback right now. And let me just kind of turn everything down so it doesn't blast us. So as you can see, plugging in directly to my amp definitely makes it sound a lot better. Okay, so with my brand new decks, I like to do a lot of tests. I like to kind of overload the deck to make sure everything is working properly, that it doesn't freak out. So let's just start doing that right now. And you know what? I'm going to have to turn it around so I can do this because it's really hard looking at it right now. Ooh, that sounds creepy. So this track is at 77 BPM. But that's at 70. That sounds so creepy right now. Ooh, that sounds so cool. So that's what I mean by kind of throwing stuff at the controller and seeing how it handles just multiple things at once. So this sounds weird and it kind of sounds shitty, but just to be honest, guys, when I've done tests, just like really super tests with the controller, I've had issues right off the bat, and I'm feeling extremely comfortable with this unit so far. I haven't noticed anything that's triggering like, okay, something might be up with the unit. And I just kind of want to play right now, but I don't want to because I don't want to ruin my live stream for 7 o'clock tonight, Mountain Standard Time, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I might try Instagram too, but Instagram's a little weird. The other thing I love about the Prime 4 is, I don't know if you guys can see it right here, but I have my album artwork right in the middle of the deck, which is so cool. I love that. I believe it gives a count on your loops as well. Yeah, it totally does. Forgot about that. So, guys, I really don't have anything else to really talk about this. I don't want to get into like the features of the Prime 4 and what I use. I feel like that's another great live stream at another time. If you guys are watching this, make sure to tune in at 7 o'clock tonight Mountain Standard Time to check out this amazing live stream. I'm going to throw down kind of hard today because, like I said, I haven't played for almost a month, and I want to have a great live stream tonight, and it's going to be a blast. So again, 7 o'clock, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, maybe Instagram, we shall see. It's going to be a blast. Don't forget to visit my Etsy store, SKEDDY's World, and pick up a hat, pick up a shirt. I really appreciate your guys' support and contributions. I'm on all platforms: Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, Google Play, X, Y, and Z. I will see you guys tonight on the live stream at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much for watching.